Bay, have you tuned in to Let's Talk Talk Show? Hosted by yours truly, Media Bay, your chatty Afro-Latina that siempre has something to say. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode, just hit me up on heymediabay.com. Let's Talk airs live. It can be replayed on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. Just search Media Bay. On tonight's Let's Talk, I'm going to have 16-year-old singer-songwriter Journey Montana join me for a quick chat, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about her. Getting over you when you think of me. I don't think of you, no, there's nothing you could say that could make me feel the same. Like, share, comment, and let's talk. See you, babe. Hey, babe, have you tuned in to Let's Talk Talk Show? Babe, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk. I'm really excited to see you guys here with me today. It is Tuesday, as you guys know. For those of you all across the different states and counties, it's voting day. I hope you guys voted today. I had an episode about elections. We got to make sure we exercise our right. If you missed the primaries, you still have time to register, you guys, for the general election. That'll be November 3rd. So most locations, October 5th is the cutoff time frame. So make sure that you go and you register. But that'll be, I'll have more information on that coming up. But today, I'm really excited. We have a dope artist with us. I have to give a huge shout out to Brittany Burt. She's just fire. I just love her. But I want to go ahead and just remind you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. We are currently live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, which is also Twitter. So tell a friend, share, join the conversation. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, join in. We can definitely put them on the screen and have, dope dialogue. And as I said in the intro, if you would like to be a sponsor for Let's Talk, just go ahead, visit heymediabay.com, and we'll be able to go ahead and get started. So I'm excited because our guest tonight, dope artist. I know I love music. And she's so adorable. So before we get started, so she's a young songwriter, singer. Gonna get to know a little bit more about her, but you guys saw the intro. It had her current single, her current song out. She was looking glammed up, just beautiful. She had the bangs going, everything. But let me take y'all back, right? She's probably like, oh my gosh, she's probably gonna start blushing. But I found this clip and I was just like, oh my gosh, like it's just destined for her to do what she does. So you guys check out this nice dope clip.
Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead and let your head down. Stop wearing faded jeans. I hope you get your dream. Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song.
So with that, I'm going to bring her on. I saw her going, oh my gosh. So y'all join me. I have the beautiful Journey Montana with me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You wasn't expecting that, huh?
Oh my goodness.
Listen, those are the moments where it's like, to others, it's like, that's when I knew she had it. I knew she could sing. For you, you're just like, oh, the cringe-worthy moment. But you got to appreciate the growth and just where you're coming from, where you're going. Really, really, really excited. I love that reaction. She was like, so, I kind of showed everybody the early journey. That's what I'm gonna call it. Now I have to ask, you're a singer-songwriter. What made you tap into songwriting though?
Well, I started out just doing like covers. I used to always write when I was younger, but it just was a matter of me getting more comfortable with like sharing what I would write or like, actually telling people. And like, it was really just my confidence level. Cause I used to always write, even when I was like 5, 6 years old, I used to always just write little songs. But I joined a group when I was younger, and in the girl group, everybody would write their own verses, and that kind of brought me into like getting comfortable with my writing skills and like, you know, things like that. Cause I would have to write my own verse. Everybody would just get in their corner and write their own verse. And it was like really good practice with like getting into that. And you know, I started out with writing verses for songs instead of writing whole songs. And then I grew into that. And then when I realized how good I was at it and how much I loved doing it, I just was like, I want to write for other people. I want to write for me. I want to write all the time. I want to write whole songs. I just, you know, I kind of just ran with it once I got a little more comfortable and a little more confident. So that's kind of how I got
into it. Now, I have to ask you, what made you build the confidence so to tell your story? Because, you know, telling the story, it's like different. Everybody has a different story to it. And a lot of us, we always gone through like, do I really want to share this? Do I really want people to know this about me? But sometimes there's just that thing, that moment, you know, what made you get that confidence?
It was really just seeing how people could relate to it. You know what I mean? And like seeing how it helped other people. And it was just like, dang, you really go through this too? Like you really can relate? Like you really feel this? Okay, like then it just gives me a reason like, okay, well, this might help somebody else. This might affect somebody else in a positive way. So like I gotta just shake it off. Like I'm doing it for somebody other than me, if that makes sense. Like it's not just about me. So when I like, you know, when I realized what it did for other people and how other people related to like the lyrics I would write, it was just like, okay, this is, you know, there's something behind.
Like I got this.
Yeah.
This works out. And I mean, because your other singles, like I really love Better.
Yeah.
I just like, okay, Better. And then show me your love. And I was like, okay, she's a lover girl. I love it. Now, what is your creative process? Like, are you one of those beat first, right? And then you see where you can kind of put what you've already written to, or is it a bit dynamic?
I've kind of grown when it comes to my creative process. Like I've had transitions and like different phases. When I first started, I would have co-writers in, but it would just really just to see how they worked and how they formatted songs and how they did stuff to learn how to do it too. So at first mainly this is still kind of my process. I'll just do melody first. I'll get the beat, we'll talk it out with the I usually like to make the beat in front of me, like we do it together. Make the beat together, and then I'll just come up with melodies. I'll go in and lay the melodies, and I'll write to the melodies. That's usually my process. Like I'll loop a couple of, you know, line by line or like every 4 bars, like, you know, just usually that's the process. But yeah, I usually do make the beat with them and then lay some melodies and then write. Yeah.
You're slowly tapping into all the levels of production if you look at it. So I you know, pretty much you'll be your own producer, making your own beats. You know, you never know.
Maybe
things happen. So let me ask you, let's talk influence, because at the end of the day, where we are and what we listen to and what we try, and then just how we are comes from some kind of influence somewhere. So I kind of want to ask you, you know, because there's some great folks, some great artists, and I would like for you to give me one thing that you feel or that you notice you've incorporated from the following artists. Okay. And it can vary, anything about them, from lifestyle, how they sing, anything. So Aaliyah,
her swag, her vibe.
I had a feeling because I looked on your Instagram and I was like, you give me Aaliyah vibes. And I was just like, okay.
Amazing.
Etta James.
Definitely her soul. The soul. Mm-hmm. Her lyrics and her songs and her voice. I always try to have that in the back of my head. Of course, her voice is crazy, but you know, it's the soul that kind of pushes it to another level. So I always try to just sprinkle it in there a little bit.
You know, it's crazy. I could hear there's something there's something. So Etta James is timeless, but there's also something timeless about your voice.
Thank you.
I hear that. I heard it a lot on Better. So I was like, okay, so it's, you know, it's matching up. Whitney, Auntie Whitney.
Her range and her vocal ability, literally, like she makes listening to her music and like what she's done in the past, it really makes me want to push my vocal ability and push myself. So definitely vocal ability.
Whitney, Auntie Whitney. Beyonce.
Her performance. And her performance like is a whole nother level.
Yeah, bar none. I don't care what nobody say. You can't argue
Okay?
Queen Bee's performances.
Period.
She just gives you goosebumps. Like I got goosebumps just thinking about it just now. Okay. Her
lyrics and her just vibe. I just love her vibe. Her music is very like relatable and like vibey. That's one of the main things.
So what I loved about all of them, they all provide components that just still, clear. I could tell you've adapted, but you're still journey.
Yeah.
And it's I just love it. I love it. Oh. Now I want to hear the story of Case of the X, right? Because we all have them. They run around. They don't act right. Then they see you on the ground, and then hey, big head. You like. When the blow up is happening.
They sure do. Well, it also ties into Better. Better and Case of the X are about the same person. And, Better was more like we were breaking up, and then Case of the X is like afterwards.
Okay.
It was like, he was acting a hot mess, and that's what made me write Better, because it was just like, better, I know better, what is going on? And then, it's been some time in between there, so I'm over it. Like, I'm done. I am not focusing on no boys. I don't need none of that drama. He's a hot mess, like, compared to like just loyalty and all that stuff. It's just a hot mess, and I don't have the capacity for it right now. So
you're up right now,
I'm just like, I'm good. And of course, there's like a phase where he's like, I don't care. I don't like you. And I'm like, okay, I don't like you either. Now he's like, we're going to get married. We're forever. And I'm like, who? You said who? You going to marry?
Back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just no. It was just no. So then I made Case of the X because he was very like persistent. Like, he was one of the, because we were together for a while, so he kind of felt very comfortable. So even when I would say no, he was just like, yes, yes, yes. So then I made the song, and I sent it to him. And I was like, this is how I feel. And it's a wrap. And that's just...
I love it.
Period.
I wonder if he takes pride in being like, that song's about me. And it's like, boy, that's not a good thing.
Probably does. I bet he does. Talk about me that way. Oh
my goodness. Now, currently you've put out three songs, right? And you have really dope visuals for each of them. You come up with the treatments for that, or?
Yes, I'll come up with all the treatments for my videos. My creative director is my sister, so like I'll just come up with the treatments, and then we'll sit and talk about it for hours and like figure it out and work through all the details. But yeah, usually when I write the song or when I make the song, I'll think of the treatment like right away as soon as it's made, and I'll just write it down. Like Better, I recorded that a few years ago, and I had the treatment just like sitting in my phone for like a couple years. And when it was time to shoot the video, it was just like, oh,
here you go.
I got it. Yep, here you go. So yeah, I write my treatments. Yeah, and then with help of my creative director with making it come to life. But yeah, I'm very hands-on with everything.
That's good though, because it's one of those things. Because you're starting young, and I feel like do you feel like there's always this stigma or like this pressure of other people just trying to make sure that being young in this industry doesn't. There's a bit of cliche of being young and in the industry that's like, oh my gosh, don't end up like, do you ever get that, especially from your parents?
Yes, I get a lot of stay how you are. Stay how you are. Don't change.
Never change.
Literally, I get that like all the time from my parents, from my family, from other people, from A&Rs, from producers, from engineers, everybody. Stay how you are. You're perfect. Stay how you are. Don't change. Don't do anything. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, okay. Like I'm probably gonna change. Like I'm gonna grow, but it is like a thing of like the industry eating young people alive.
I know.
They think I'm gonna, and I'm like, I'm fine. I'll be okay. I know how to handle it. I'm very matured when it comes to my work. I don't play about any of that stuff. So, you know, none of that.
That's crazy though, because the fact is, I don't know, I don't think I would tell you, of course, I encourage you to stay the same or stay, you know, as close to it as possible. But as a woman that I've been through that, life is going to have you evolve.
Yes.
So, and I think that's just the, you know, it would be more of, you know, stay as you are and just continue to evolve into a great human being and person. Because to tell someone they're not going to change, like, listen, there's things that you're going to go through. There's situations that are going to make you stronger and bolder. That's just going to, you know, it's just, oh gosh. But I get it. They just love, you know, they love, you know, Journey right now. They're like, stay our Journey.
Funny because I'm not the same as I was when I started. So it's just like, you wanted me to, like, I'm already changing. Like, evolving. So yeah.
The clip that I played when we started, how old were you there?
I was 10. I was 10 years old.
Aww.
I just came back from an event. I don't remember, but it was for like ASAP Rocky or something. And I thought I looked so cute with my flower.
Yeah.
And
You were the whole Snapchat filter.
Oh, my iPad, on my mom's iPad in the kitchen with my whole family staring at me singing. Just a mess. But yeah.
How has the family support been? Because you know, as being in this industry, I know that you have your fan support, but there's something different about family support that really pushes you that extra mile.
Yeah. I definitely have my family is very supportive. My mom, she's been in the music industry longer than I've been alive. So she's very, you know, she's very protective of me and very supportive. She believes in me 100%, and I appreciate that more than anything. It really goes a long way, and it really matters. And yeah, you know, my sisters are part of my team, and you know, it's a family business. It's a family business going. You know.
Now you said your team. Now at the end, you know, as an artist, you are the brand and you are the boss. However they want to look at it or not admit to it, you are. You know, how do you kind of hold them accountable or kind of, you know, state the guidelines, assert, you know, this is the vision, this is what I want to do, and then, you know, clearly there's something they see that they respect it and they allow you.
Well, we had a talk as a family in the beginning because there were some challenges, things like that. And, you know, we had to have like a fight, like, you know, a real talk like this. At the end of the day, my face is on it. It's my brand. It's my name. You know, they're not seeing you guys. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your reputation that's on the line. So at the end of the day, I get final say, even if I am your little sister. You got to listen to me when it comes to this stuff, you know. So you know, we did have a talk, but you know, it's been pretty smooth. You know, we know the lines, we know what it is. Of course, there are some little bumps because we are.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but you know, it's cool. It's been going pretty smoothly. Yeah,
it's part of the process. I mean, I don't know. I just have this vision of your sister going.
to a T. But yeah.
What would you say in one word would this your let's do it like this. What's one word your engineers and your producers would describe you in?
Like personality wise or like my music wise?
Both. Let's do music and then personality.
Music, they would probably say either like relatable or like emotional, like something like that. They think I'm like a crybaby. All of them think I'm like a baby. And you know, of course, they all respect my pen, my writing skills very much. So maybe something about that, and probably like personality wise, like really bubbly. Some might call me annoying, but they love me. You know,
someone else is still going in the back going, yes, she is.
Yeah. Yeah. Silly, like goofy. I'm just like, you know, hey. I'm pretty bubbly. I guess that's like just bubbly, I guess, personality wise.
So Case of the X, the video, you shot that how long ago?
I shot that maybe a month ago. or maybe like 2 months ago. I shot that in Atlanta. Yeah, I shot it in Atlanta. Like April, around that time. Yeah.
Okay.
A few months ago.
With the bangs.
The bangs.
Oh, that became a thing, the bangs.
Somebody has been coming for me with my bangs. I'm like, oh my gosh. Has just taken
Is your favorite color pink?
I think it's become one of my favorite colors. Really, my favorite colors are purple, and my favorite color is purple. But I like pink. I'm cool with pink. Yeah, I like pink.
I feel like the industry sometimes, because my favorite color was blue, but over time, I don't know when pink got in there, but it became one of them. Not because you're a female, you're just, I don't know.
Pink is your color. But I own a lot of pink, so it's just kind of like whatever. I'm cool with it. We kind of just picked pink for the theme of this video.
Mm-hmm.
Ran with it, like pink nails, pink clothes, pink makeup, pink everything.
Which definitely gives the vibes of, girl time. And
yeah, we definitely wanted to just go down the girly route. Just
all sleepover. Like, girl, let me tell you.
Yeah, literally was the girl, let me tell you. That was the whole vibe. That was literally, to describe the video in one word, girl, let me tell you. Literally.
I love it. So the song Case of the Ex now, is that part of the upcoming EP? What's the plans for the EP?
Yes, it is a part of the upcoming EP. I'm super excited. I'm actually working on it right now. Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, a lot of emotion. All of my music comes from personal experience, so I hope that everybody can relate to it. I really open up a lot with my music, so yeah, I'm super excited for everybody to hear it. It's definitely been like my baby. I've been very like, no, this is what we're doing. No, don't.
Mine, precious, feeble vibes.
I'm really excited to just put it out there. It's coming soon. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be really great, and I can't wait to see everybody's reaction.
Is the name staying a secret, or?
Name is still a secret. Okay. But it is a good name, and it has meaning behind it, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a great complete project and body of work, and it's my first body of work, so yeah. And here's something: all of the songs have visuals, so
okay, Beyonce. Listen, she's killed the game with that one. I don't care what nobody say.
Yes, it's just a lot of hard work being put into this, and I'm really excited. Yeah.
Now, are you done with school?
Yes, I just graduated.
I saw that really cute, like, pink cap and gown. I was like, yes. I was like, yes.
Yeah. I graduated this year, class of 2020. Yeah.
Oh, year.
Yeah, a year early.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you have more time to focus on the future.
Yeah, on the future, on what I'm doing next. Just focusing on me, 100%.
That's awesome. So the EP, I'm assuming it'll drop sometime this year.
This year or top of next year?
Next year, okay.
Debate right now. So yeah.
Listen, I know how it is. Trust me. I work with enough artists to know it's hard to really get. I've learned, don't even give a date till it's already been scheduled with the distributors on the back end, and that's going to be the date, because till it hits that point, anything goes, anything can happen. Yeah. So I completely understand. But let everybody know where they can find you, support you. Yeah.
Well, you can find me on all social media platforms at Journey Montana, JourneyMontana. And yeah, you can find me on YouTube, JourneyMontana. Instagram, JourneyMontana. And yeah, Case of the Ex is out now on all platforms, and the music video is also out. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out. And yeah, let me know what you think, even if you DM, comment, any of that. So yeah.
And if you could give a message to your fans, the ones that have been building and finding out about you, what would be a message to them that you would give?
Stick around because it's only gonna get better, and we're just about to go crazy. So stick around. You know, we got the Montana movement. Okay, so stick around. It's, you know, we're only going up from here, and yeah, we're about to go crazy, about to go dumb.
So the Eminem, the Montana movement. Just see shirts, little script writing. Okay, I digress. Thank you so much. This is dope. You are talented. Like I said, I played your songs and I kind of was like bummed that I only had like 3 on the Spotify. And I was like, okay, but they just kept looping. And like I told you, Case of the X was like in my head, just I was like, okay.
Thank
you. That's definitely what you want. So don't leave just yet. It's gonna remind our followers, make sure you like, subscribe, share this episode. Hey, be like, look, I just found out about this girl. She sound dope. Share it. So y'all go ahead and check her out. Hey, Bae, have you tuned in to Let's Talk Talk Show? Hosted by yours truly, Media Bae, your chatty Afro-Latina that siempre has something to say. If you're interested in sponsoring an episode, just hit me up on heymediabae.com. Let's Talk airs live. It can be replayed on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Twitch. Just search Media Bae. On tonight's Let's Talk, I'm going to have 16-year-old singer-songwriter Journey Montana join me for a quick chat, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about her.
Getting over you when you think of me. I don't think of you, no. There's nothing you could say that can make me feel the same.
Like, share, comment, and let's talk.